Hi everybody, my name is Tristan Scaife. I'm a commercial director for Business Choice Direct. I've been working in the logistics industry and specifically the insurance part of the industry for the last 20 years or so.
Hi, James Thornton, Transport Exchange Group. I'm a strategic account manager here, looking after some of our key accounts and assisting with new business. Been here for 2.5 years now.
So James, we've been tasked today with talking about digitalisation in the industry. I mentioned I've been around the industry for 20 years now, so as my wife is keen to tell me, I am now old.
Experience, fine.
Yeah, I mean, she keeps saying old, but I appreciate the sentiment. I guess when I think back to when I first started in the industry, everything was very paper based. We used to, it was before we worked with TEG and CX and HX, but we did work with a lot of the sort of the city sprints of this world, and everything was very depot based. Everything was done on paper. You would send information to the depot, they perhaps check it once, stick it in a file, and that was kind of it. And that made it very hard, I guess, to keep on top of certain things. I guess we'll talk about today, but things are so much different now. I don't know how you reflect on things.
Oh, 100%. I mean, digitalisation is pretty simple, but get rid of paper. Still talk to some people where invoices are sent by post. The very extreme case, 50-page document for one POD. You think the amount of things that can go wrong in that whole process. So yeah, it's interesting to see people that have adopted that process and what can be done in the future.
Yeah, I guess it can save you time, money, speed up insurance claims, gets you paid faster. Lots of good stuff to get into, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
So James, on the spirit of digitalisation, which I'm struggling to say, but let's see how we go. I want to show you the what we call the client portal in BCD. So I've been doing this a long time. Obviously, it's been fairly normal now to send out documents via PDFs on emails fairly instantly. But what's always been a bit of a challenge for our clients is they can't always get their documents when they need them. So perhaps after 6 months into the policy, they suddenly get asked a question. Yeah. Where's their documents? And they're trawling through their emails, desperately trying to find it. So they inevitably have to phone us, and they've got to sort of wait in the queue if it's busy or whatever, or contact us via live chat. And it can be a bit of a pain in the bum. But the good news is we have now launched our client portal, which I want to quickly just show you there. So it's on the BCD website, and obviously those doing it will be able to see this. You can log straight in with your email address. You've got the kind of normal password setup bit here. Go straight in, and instantly you've got your insurance documents there, and you can put them down on a PDF and ping them off to whoever needs to see them. So a good example would be yourself. So when I know one of the requirements to join the exchange is to have those insurance documents. So you have them available on your app straight away, ping it straight over, job done. You haven't got to phone anybody, nice and quickly. Same applies if you're trying to win a contract and the contractor wants to see that you've got the right hire and reward insurance or the right goods in transit in place. Tick, tick, tick. It's all there kind of nice and easily for you. So yeah,
that's really fresh actually. Any other benefits to your members?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can also upload documents. Mm-hmm. So again, you probably never had to buy a van insurance policy out there, but there's certainly plenty of people watching this would have done. And insurers are always asking for proof of no claims discounts. They're asking for driving licenses so they can check that the points that have been disclosed are accurate and correct and all that stuff. You can just upload it straight into the portal.
Nice.
You don't have to post it. You don't have to email it. You can just get the information from your insurer, post it to the portal, and it all pops up there for you. And the other one, which actually I'm pleased to announce today, I haven't told you about this yet, is that we've just launched WhatsApp for business as well.
Oh, lovely.
So not only is the portal there, we've replaced our live chat system with WhatsApp. Now, have you ever used a WhatsApp business chat?
Yeah, like so much quicker. It's instant, isn't it? So that'll be really beneficial, particularly with drivers out and about moving around. That instant.
Yeah, you're bang on, and that's the coolest bit, because with a live chat, traditional live chat system, you have to be there kind of with it all the time, or it drops off, or you lose your chat. So obviously, plenty of the girls and guys out there doing deliveries, they're having to get out of the van, drop something off, get back on the van. With WhatsApp, it stays open for 24 hours. So you can send a message to us, you can send us some documentation, you can ask a question at 9 o'clock. You can go about your rounds for 3 hours, come back, and it's there again. You carry on the conversation. No phone calls, everything's digital, everything's fast. So you've got the portal and you've got WhatsApp. And, so you're talking to, you've been 2.5 years here, you've been talking to members for a long, long time. Do you think that that's going to go down well?
Oh, 100%. Like I said, if they're out and about, they need that instant verification and chit chat and actually having everything in the same place. You don't want to, they might get stuck somewhere with dodgy signal, trying to trawl through your emails whilst that's going on. that's tough. So you've got it all in your wallet, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on the phone, on the portal, really beneficial.
Cool. And obviously, in a bit later, we'll talk about how we're going to be integrating that with your good selves. Who knows where we're going to be in 1 year's time, because
100%.
the rate of evolution in this area is just huge. So I know you've got some cool stuff to tell me about in a second as well.
Definitely. Thanks for that, Tristan. Really insightful with the customer portal. Obviously, with any new software, new technology, compliance, avoiding fraud is always vital. Some of our listeners might have already heard about Trusted. It's a sister company, Transport Exchange Group. I know you guys have been working a lot closer with Trusted now as well. Essentially, it's that digital ID verification. So you have full disclosure on your end-to-end supply chain. Everyone you're working with, gone are the days where you don't know where your freight is or who has your freight. So we can provide that through your compliance checks, AMLs, and some company financial health as well. All right, so we're really bringing on these reliable shippers and carriers onto the platform. What experience have you had with Trusted at the moment?
I've been involved in some small ways since, I guess, the very, very beginning, and it's always struck me as like a really deeply impressive project. I can absolutely see not why just this industry would need it, but also many industries. But ultimately, here was talk about logistics, right? And I think I was speaking to someone from within your team in the last couple of weeks, and they referenced the theft of all that cheese from Neil Shah, which ultimately, as I understand it, was a freight fraud incident. Now, I know you're not saying that Trust is going to prevent all of those issues, but ultimately that is what it's there to do, right? It's to protect members, it's to protect the whole supply chain against incidents like that. Because if somebody was trusted and they had that tick on their phone, you would know who they are, that they can afford to pay, as we're talking about in a bit, that they've got the right insurance. So I'm sure there'll be some teething problems. I really feel like it's close now, and I've been close to it for a number of years. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I think you hit the nail on the head. De-risking every situation that you go into, knowing that everyone's covered. If they're not, it's just going to accentuate the problems later on, further down the line. And we're talking about the bottom line here of how digitalisation can help. If we can eradicate as many issues and problems from the start, definitely going to help from there as well.
That word de-risking, it's a good one. Because we've spoken about speed.
Mm-hmm.
Digitalisation. We've spoken a little bit around, I guess, the cost saving, which I hope everyone will just get that, because spending less time, so it's going to save you money, right? But actually, de-risking is we'll talk about something else in BCD in a second, but that's what this technology is all about as well. It's removing some of those risks that might cause people, just financial loss, really.
Yeah,
it might just be insurance claims. It could just be lost freight, which you might have to fork out for if the worst happens, right?
Definitely. It just keeps that good customer relationship as well. If you can deal with the issue and you've got an issue there and start with, it's fine. It's going.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Nice. Right, James, I want to talk to you about our new fleet app that we've developed. Now, fleet, for you and to everyone here, basically an insurance term generally means 3 or more vehicles insured on one policy. It's really, really helpful if you've got a growing logistics business, because if you get a fleet policy, you can do it on any driver basis, subject to a couple of checks. So you could get a fleet policy, and it might be that you can get any driver over the age of 25 with 1 year's driving experience and less than 6 points on their license. You then don't have to phone us up or anyone up and add people on or off the policy. You can just get people in, you can get those done faster. So all sounds very, very cool. But of late, those policies have got much harder to obtain, and they've got quite a lot more expensive as well. The reason for that is that, generally speaking, there's been issues in the industry with customers not reporting claims at all, not keeping track of their vehicles, and not managing their drivers. For example, not checking that driving license to make sure that it hasn't got more than 6 points on it. Well, what we've developed, and I want to show you here, and we'll pop it up on the screen as well. This is our new fleet management app.
Oh, fantastic.
So when you open it up, it's going to do the obvious things. It's going to have your documents in there. You can report claims from here. So there's a little button that says claims. You click it. It goes through to the insurer's claims process, and you can report it nice and quickly. It will ask your drivers to upload their driving licenses. And once a quarter, it will scan those driving licenses and ask for an update every time, front and back, and the PDF driver summary, which you can get the DVLA website, and the app talks you all the way through how to do that. And it will tell you if one of your drivers has exceeded that points limit, or lost their license, or picked up a ban. Perhaps they've not told you.
Automatically,
it will tell you that. It will also tell us. so that we can get on the phone to the insurer and we can sort that problem out for you. Do you know what would happen if there was a claim with one of those drivers and they had 9 points on their license?
Or me personally, no. I mean,
the claim would be refused.
right.
So we have had, unfortunately, it does happen. We've had fleet clients who have had drivers had a crash. Then we found out that they've got an invalid license, but because unfortunately the insurer hasn't put the right checks in place, and we do everything we can as a broker to educate people on that one. Unfortunately, these things do happen.
Fine.
This app is designed to help people avoid situations like that, and that means that you're going to get your claims paid.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Ultimately. So it's a real game changer for us.
So is this? I mean, where's the money saving aspect for that for the members?
Great question. There's two ultimately. Well, probably three. So first of all, I said that the insurance is getting harder to get. So we've got two insurer partners now that are actually now willing to insure again people that want their first fleet policies. So if you come into BCD and you're getting your first fleet policy, we've got two insurers that, as long as you have the app, and it's only 50 quid a driver, I think, they will now quote you at a much lower price than before. The other big one is that you don't have to necessarily pay for cameras to be installed. So a lot of insurers will insist that they might give you a price per vehicle, and then they might say to you, plus you've got to install a camera in every single vehicle, and it might be 500 quid a camera. The app costs 50 quid a driver.
Right, much cheaper.
It's a significant saving. It's also easier because it's just an app. We all know how to use apps, right? It's got some other cool bits on it. It does driver education, so safe driving, don't use your mobile phone whilst driving, talks about loads of good stuff, gives you a report every single month, so you can see how each of your individual drivers are doing against things. Oh, wow. And for us as the broker, it gives us the chance every quarter also to have a dip in, see how you're getting on the phone to you. And perhaps say, James, that person, you need to have a little chat with them about this thing.
Yeah.
Or they need to get their license uploaded. Nice. This all helps us to help you to save money up front, but also save money all the way along the way, because what this should mean is less claims, because you can report them faster through the app. Well, the faster you report them, the cheaper they are. That's really what that's about.
Yeah.
But also, if you manage those drivers a bit more tightly, and we help you with that, then the net result should be less claims, cheaper premiums year on year, which ultimately is what we're
perfect.
Say, right? Yeah. So it's that
constant checking as well. So actually, with the fleet and the app, can you integrate telematics?
Yes, you can. So if you've got existing telematics, they've got all of the right APIs, to use the technological term. And what they will do is that the guys that administer the app for us, a company called Rohal, they will contact your telematics provider. They will link in with them, and the driver scores will go straight into that dashboard as well. So you'll be able to log on to your app, and you'll be able to see Bob, Jane, Kevin, what their telematics scores are, what their license status is, which of the educational courses they're taking, passing, failing. All of that stuff will be completely built into the app, and it's working today. We've got people actually using it, which is pretty cool. And I guess again, what we've been chatting about today. So this can save money. It can save time in terms of that claim reporting in particular, and it's de-risking, right?
Yeah, 100%. Key word today, I think, as well.
Yeah, we've accidentally stumbled on a theme, right? Yeah. Definitely.
Put that on the agenda as well. It's fine.
Cool.
Lovely. Thanks for that, Tristan. The fleet app, really interesting. I think with that new app coming out for you guys as well, we've got TEG Enterprise now, which a lot of those of your customers will be dealing with as well. So start of the new year, we'll be looking to get this out there. Obviously CX and HX, really solid, good foundation. Now it's about how can we service another sector of the logistics.
So you're saying that enterprise is for the larger, sort of a bit like our fleet, larger numbers of vehicles, more challenges in terms of, again, driver management, vehicle loads, all that type of stuff?
Oh, definitely. You think the employer force that they do have, and the level of vehicles as well, how can we facilitate them? How can we assist them from day to day? Because particularly post-Brexit and COVID, the load volume is much more erratic. So when you look at owned assets to their contract work as well, there's no reason why some of that can't be used for subcontractors. So it's really about finding a solution for that. So you think thousands of carriers, vehicles, onboarding, payments, and our new product called SmartPay.
I've seen that. I was at the members event that you held earlier in the year, which has got a lot of fun. But obviously you had various bits and pieces, and they announced SmartPay there, and had the various demos set up around the room.
Yep.
And the SmartPay one was, I don't know, 10 people deep. all night, regardless of
Yeah.
how much beer had been drunk. That one kept going,
Yeah,
right? So
I felt
on that
sorry
one.
for the people on those stands. To be fair, it was a bit hectic, but yeah. So you saw how popular it was and how keen people wanted to know more information about it. So essentially, you have an e-wallet on the platform. So instead of rekeying information, account bank details, piece of paper, go wondering of what these account details are, or even going onto your own bank account, whatever bank it is. This is essentially you're loading funds onto the platform. One click of a button, it can pay hundreds, if not thousands, of carriers at the same time. A lot of members on the platform are using it already, and it saved them so much time.
Yeah, I bet.
It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, really keen to see how we can push that further with the TEG enterprise stuff as well. But we're talking about the de-risking side for enterprise as well. This is really where we can measure the metrics from each subcontractor as well. So it's about having that idea of
Just giving them that insight, right?
yeah.
So if you can see what people are doing, not doing, how much, this makes planning easier. I guess similar to our fleet app. All of these digital tools are just giving people, I guess, easier access to see what's going on today, and then help to predict what's going to happen further down the line, which goes back to that saving time, de-risking.
Yeah.
You should make some more money, right?
Yeah, that's bottom line again. So yeah, if you can see what they're up to and have that visibility, you have those conversations, save a lot more time from there as well.
So in terms of the enterprise, is this suitable for all your members?
So it will be a certain clientele, but again, we have lots of different members on the platform. There's no reason why they couldn't dip into some of these products. A membership isn't set for all. If they want to utilize this, there's no reason why they couldn't get in contact to see if it's going to help them as well. We can have that conversation and just go from there. Sure.
So in short, if they're interested, get in contact with you and your team, and I'm sure you'll recommend BCD for the fleet insurance.
I think we can help each other out. Perfect.
Right, James, we're getting towards the end, so hopefully people are still with us. I want to talk a little bit about some of the future bits that we're doing. It's more insurance-led, but it's very much about enhancing the services that you guys offer to your members, be they HXCX or indeed the enterprise proposition. So the first thing I want to talk about is going back to trusted, actually. So really, really excited to be able to share that we've just agreed with all the techie geniuses that we will soon be integrating with trusted. So what that means is any BCD client that's also a member of yourselves, their motor and goods insurance, transit insurance is going to integrate into trusted. So they won't need to do anything.
Wow.
Okay. So they're not going to need to send it anywhere. Client portal's great. You're not going to need it because it's going to go straight into trusted. So if you are an owner driver, then you've obviously got your insurance documents there on trusted. But equally, if you're a supplier and you're using one of those owner drivers and they've got that trusted tick, then the insurance bit will be nice and covered as well. Again, de-risking, time saving, you can check the documents right, and that'll be instant. So that's the next step forward, and I think that'll be in place certainly inside the next 3 to 6 months, because the work's starting, and I guess it's only kind of getting it done, testing it, making sure it's working correctly, and then you've got that kind of full insurance bit there, which I imagine is going to enhance enterprise as well, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. Having that full clarity and visibility straight away. You think the admin staff behind the back office, just having and knowing it's there with the click of a button, it's that word we keep saying, but it is the de-risking side to it, having everyone covered. Sure.
The other bit that's very, very cool, probably not known to everyone, but really for the HX members. We, in recent years, have introduced a new brand to our business, and that's RHA Insurance Services, and I'm really pleased to tell you now and tell everybody they're going to be joining BCD with working with the exchange. They work directly with the RHA themselves. They've got people based inside the RHA offices, and they've got fantastic relations within the insurance market to really help what I know is in places a really struggling part of the sector, right? I mean, you probably talk to HX members all the time, and it's at times tough, right?
Yeah, definitely. You think with rising costs everywhere, profit margins are slimming down even more. What can be done there? So that in this partnership, it will just secure the industry a lot more. Sure.
Yeah. So we've got the trusted integration, we've got the RHA brand joining the party, and really hopefully bring some real benefit to the members. Today we've been talking about all of that cool stuff. So whether it's obviously enterprise from your side, you've given a great update on trusted. I've shown you the fleet management app.
Looking fresh.
We've got the client portal. We've got the trusted integration around the corner. I mean, I'm sure it makes sense to all of us. I think we'll need a few years to get there, that there's got to be a time in which you're able to buy and sell insurance via BCD, whether it's under a dual brand basis. We'll figure it out, but very, very soon we'll have all of your insurance needs in one place inside that fabulous ecosystem that is the Transport Exchange Group membership, right?
Oh, 100%. Like you said, having everything in there, one area done, that's all you need.
Cool. Really enjoyed talking to you today.
Lovely. Cheers, Tristan. You too. So Tristan, custom portal. Tell me a bit more about that.
So it's our latest bit of kit, and it's available via our website. Anybody that buys a policy from us at the moment gets a link to what we call the customer portal or the client portal, depending on who you're talking to. Basically, we've taken that step on from, we've been sending out insurance documents on PDF via email for years, but inevitably it happens to me 6 months down the line when you need it for somebody. Maybe it's a claim, maybe you need to show it to a contractor to get work, and you just can't find it. Well, the client portal is there so that you go onto our website, you click in, you sign in with your email address, and all of your documents are there instantly for you on PDF. You can answer questions, you can send them to whoever needs it. Done. No waiting on the phone. No need to use a live chat service. None of that. It's there for you straight away. The other cool thing about it, I guess you've never bought a courier van policy before.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe one day, eh? But you, as everyone will know who's watching this, you need to give your license over. You need to give your proof of no claims bonus over. You can just upload it straight to the portal.
Nice.
You don't need to post it. You don't need to email it. You can take a picture of it on your phone. You can pop it onto the portal. Done.
Sounds like a huge time saving.
Massive time saver. Time saves money. Good bit of kit.
Perfect. Thank you. So you've got WhatsApp within the business now as well. How's that been going?
That's really cool. We've had live chat for a long time. We've all used live chat services yet. Have you ever used a WhatsApp for business?
Yeah, super helpful. It's well, you can tell me about it. But
yeah, I will. I mean, it's just better than live chat. I'll tell you why. The chat's open for 24 hours. So if you open a chat at 9 o'clock and ask us a question, and then you've got to go do 2 hours worth of work, that chat will still be open for you. So we would have responded, you can respond, you can go do another 2 hours of work, come back, and it's still going to be there.
That's super. I mean, particularly these drivers out and about, they're working. If they've got that instant messenger right there, it's not going to disappear either. So yeah, that'd be really helpful for them.
You've also got the ability to take pictures. So if you need to send us a document, you can take a picture of it, you can ping it over. Likewise, we can do the same in return. And the speed of service is remarkable. Obviously, we've got a fantastic service team within the BCD office. If you're on the phone, you can talk to one person in one go. The record I'm aware of at the moment is 5 people being dealt with at once.
Wow.
With no mistakes, no on hold, none of that. So yeah, WhatsApp business, proper game changer. Yeah, cool bit of kit.
Nice, exciting. So Tristan, tell me about your new fleet app.
This is big news in the world of fleet insurance. I mean, particularly for couriers. I mean, James, you probably don't know, but fleet insurance for couriers is always been quite pricey, but it's got worse in recent years, mainly down to too many claims. It's kind of the natural way, and bad driver management. And I don't mean that as a rude comment. It's quite difficult to stay on top of your drivers when you're running a fleet. Quite often, it's on an any driver basis, which means anybody can drive a van as long as they're over a certain age and got a certain amount of experience and not too many points. But of course, if you've got drivers moving in and out of vehicles, or you're changing over your employee numbers, you've got to be checking all of those things. And if you're driving yourself, that can be really, really tricky to stay on top of. This app solves all those problems.
Wow. Okay.
So because we've developed this app, we can get everyone cheaper insurance straight away because it's a risk management tool. What the app does, and I've got it here for you, when you buy a policy from us, every driver gets the app. They get a little code to log into it. They have to upload their license, all of it, and the app scans it to make sure that the driver's license is within the terms of the policy, so not too many points, enough experience, it's valid, all of that stuff. It does that every quarter, so it prompts the driver to upload their license every quarter. It does that scan every quarter. And if someone falls outside of it, it notifies you as the user and notifies us as the broker, so we can get onto it and help you with it.
Fine.
Do you know what would happen if a driver who was outside of your policy terms had a crash?
He had a crash. It's going to ping up on there, no?
It's not going to ping up on here. What it would mean, if you didn't have the app, you haven't done those checks, it means the claim's going to be refused, which is a big problem because basically means you're going to have to pay it, which can be a business ender.
Yeah.
In the worst case scenarios. So we've developed this app to help people manage their drivers. It can link with telematics, does driver education. So it educates people on safe driving in the winter. It educates them about don't drink the night before. It educates them about mobile phone use, All of these things, which are all good because they keep the driver interested in the app. You can critically report your claims via the app. Now, again, most people wouldn't know this, but the average time to report a claim for most sort of fleets is around 20 days at the moment, which is a huge amount of time. And that's because drivers aren't telling their bosses, and the third party is then reporting the claim to the insurers. And what this does is this hikes up the cost of the claims because the third party will go and hire a vehicle from an unimproved party, who will charge you through the nose. All of this thing knocks onto members' renewal prices.
Right.
So this app is designed to basically help report claims, help manage drivers, help educate drivers, and in return, we can get exclusive, cheaper fleet insurance up front. We can get more people fleet policies that can't currently get them, and we can save people money at their renewal as we go on by. And it enables us to work with your members so much more closely than we ever would before. And it's only 50 quid a driver. You compare that to the cost of a camera and telematics installation.
It's no brainer right there.
500 quid.
Yeah, massive money saver. Nice. And it sounds like trying to bring more people into the industry as well. Training them up, making sure they're trusted straight away into the industry.
That's it. It's hard to get people to take up work, right? This is what it's all aimed at. Whether you're new or whether you're existing courier haulage company, this app can really make a big difference.
Fantastic. Thank you.